Hey, Scotties. I hope that you guys had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful break. I know I had a great time with my boys and my husband. Um, just spending good quality family time together was amazing. And having that full week back, I don't really know how many days I actually got dressed, but it was really, really nice. And I hope your break was equally as wonderful and restful and relaxing as mine was. Um, I was so sad though that we didn't get to start our year together. I feel like that's really important to have a fresh beginning together and from a unified position. And so I wanted to send you guys this quick message just to say that I'm super excited about what this year has in store for us. When I look back at the year, oh my gosh, we have accomplished some amazing things on our campus, and we have so much to be proud of. You have so much to be proud of. We are known for our innovation here, and that makes me proud. Last semester felt like it lasted an eternity, but it really wasn't that long, and we did a whole lot of awesome stuff in such a short amount of time. So looking to the next school year, the rest of this school year, I want to kind of set the direction and tone for what I hope as a campus we can accomplish this semester, so that everybody kind of goes in with a clear view of where we're headed. And newsflash, it's nothing new. The one thing, this is what I will say, this is a successful year if we can accomplish this one piece, kind of two-piece thing. One being our TEKS trackers. Guys, we have leaps and bounds. We have done an amazing job with TEKS tracking. So the next step for TEKS tracking is we have the process down. We can rote with automaticity move a kid through a TEKS tracker. So what I want us to focus on this semester is the conversation that goes with the tracker. Every decision a kid makes for their learning needs to be tied to that tracker. So if they're coming back to your group, it's because they're going to get better at this TEK that they were low in. We want to encourage them explicitly to make choices because they were low in this TEK, and this is how you get better. So that they understand the connection between the work that they're doing and their data. So not only can they articulate my data, but here's my plan. Here's the things I've done to make my data better. So that's the next step for our trackers. Our kids understand red, yellow, green. We've pretty much shored that piece up. They know. I always ask a kid, so prepare them now. I always ask them, is red bad? In the beginning, a lot of kids would say, kind of. Now most kids say, no, it just means you need more work. So we've gotten better with that piece and understanding that those colors and that progression signifies our progress and learning. Now we want to take it to the action steps they take because of their data. So their center participation, open tables, small group instruction, really being explicit that we do these things to make ourselves better. And we show that we are getting better because our trackers get better. The second piece goes along with the tracker. It's just rounding out our assessment processes. So we have pre-assessments. We've got our checkpoints. I feel like most grade levels have a pretty good handle on the timing of that. We just need to tighten it up a little bit. And then the summative piece for grades 3 through 5. And so that's kind of our next piece, is we have loosely connected processes. So now we want to strengthen it. We know what pre-assessment should look like, we know what checkpoints should look like, and we know what summative should look like. Now we want to make sure that we're timing them at the right time. So if we have a February assessment, we should give it in January, not February, that kind of thing. And then probably the most important piece is taking time in PLCs to look at that data. What is the data telling us about where our kids are, and how do we need to adjust? That could almost be a regular piece on your PLC if you wanted it to. Pre-assessments, you might need a little more time, but maybe when you do checkpoints, it's just a quick check-in. Any big ahas from the checkpoint, anything we need to address at the grade level, anything we need to readjust on based off of that midweek checkpoint. So those are kind of the two things. And if we get those things like tightly down, to me, that's going to say we've had a successful year. So don't think, oh, I've got to have all my playlists and menus and everybody's doing everything on their own and choice and agency all over the place. No. The one thing we said this year was getting our student trackers down and having our students own their data. All the other stuff is whipped cream and cherries and sprinkles on your sundae. And so if you are, trailblazing with your technology, keep trailblazing. People are watching you and you're inspiring people around you. If you're sitting back and thinking, I don't know about this, sit back and think that. That's perfectly fine. Just know that we're here to support you through that. So you've got awesome friends on campus who can walk you through things, answer questions. Adding in that digital component, like we said from the beginning of the year, is something we're going to focus heavily on next year. So next year, we're going to really hit menus and playlists and offering choice and differentiation. So if you're doing that now, you're ahead of the curve. Next year will be a piece of cake. If you're not, that's awesome too. You don't have to worry about it until next year. So it's going to be all right. And I just want you to know how incredibly proud I am of everybody on our campus. The work that has gone into this year and the amount of grit and stick-to-itness when things have been tough or frustrating has really blown me away. And in so many ways, y'all are putting Scott on the map for being a campus of innovation, and that couldn't make me prouder. So kudos to you. Kudos to you. I can have good ideas, but I'm not the one carrying them out. And you guys take those ideas and you run with them and turn them into the most amazing things ever. So you guys rock it. The last thing I want to leave you with is thinking about your one word for the year. So as you move into this new year and you have new goals and new aspirations and plans and life, and what is the one thing that you want to make sure you're centered on? For me, my one word is perseverance. I really want to see this through to the finish. And I really want to be a person who can persevere through the good and the bad. And so much goes into that. And so that's my word for this year, is being someone who's can push through and finish the race. So what's your one word? Down below is a link. I'd like you to click that link and just type in your one, not two, not a phrase, your one word, and share that with me today. So I hope you have a great day working in your room and enjoy getting back with your kids. Remember that these next 3 days need to be heavy procedure practice, expectation practice, retraining. All of that needs to be the focus of the next 3 days. And remember that some of our kids have come from environments where there's no structure, no love, no compassion, no grace. And so the transition back in can be hard. So just let us know. And if you see things, let's work on trying to address them before it blows up. So if you see someone building up, give me Amanda or I, or even Miss Earl a call, and we could come maybe try to talk down some kiddos for you if you need help with that. So that we can make this transition into the year that much smoother. So that's all I have. Have a great Scotty day.